Craft Rotation Day 2, Walk on Water String Art. So we're going to be doing a craft completely based on today's Bible story. And it's going to be an interactive craft where they get to tell the Bible story completely on their own. And they get to do some fun string art. So to get started, they need a plate that's white. You can either flip over a plate that and that's just fine, or you can have a white plate and you do the same thing on the other side. It doesn't matter. And we're going to start with hole punching. You could either pre-hole punch or you could have the kids do it. It's not that hard. We're just going to have 8 holes going only about halfway around the plate. Then they get to color their plate. The story takes place on the water, so they could color this in. They could do a much better job than me. And they can add a sun. Let's see. They could add a sun or some clouds. Let them take their time. Then they can color out their Jesus and Peter on their printable. And they cut it apart so that each kid only has one Jesus, one Peter. And they get to color that one in as well. I'm going to switch those guys out. And they have to use scissors to cut them out. So now we got to this point. We have our backdrop done. Our Peter and Jesus done. And we're just going to attach them to some sticks with some tape. So you just flip them around. And stick there. And stick here. Very simple. Then, oops, he needed a little bit more. Then it's time to do the string art part. Cut about an arm's length worth of yarn. And if they use all of it, that's okay. Then you just cut off more yarn. And to make like a needle, well, that's a little bit too big. You use a little piece of tape. You take your yarn and you wrap it with the tape. This will just help it go a lot easier through the holes. You got a little needle. You're going to tie a knot from the plate to the yarn so that that's secure. Double knot it. And then they get to start weaving. And they take the yarn and they pull it through. And they go across. They don't have to go straight across. They could make X's. There isn't really a wrong way to go. And they keep going back and forth until you've created like a basket weave pattern. They can actually, if they want to, they can just keep going and cover this solid with yarn. And then they take their Peter and their Jesus and they can insert them and they can make a move and walk around. And that is our Craft Rotation Day 2 Walk on Water String Art.